Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Erica Gallos-Aliotto, and I'm the VP of Local Sales here at Yelp and a member of the Yelp Foundation. We're here today to celebrate Yelp's commitment to this amazing city and reveal the renovation of our new headquarters, as well as announce the winners of the Yelp Foundation grants. The Yelp Foundation was created in 2011 with the purpose of supporting community literacy and small business growth. This year, the foundation awarded grants of $100,000 to nonprofit organizations supporting those initiatives. Because there are so many wonderful nonprofits to choose from, the foundation decided to get input from Yelp employees on the organizations they found inspiring before making its decision. Several Yelp employees acted as champions for the organizations they're passionate about and educated the company and the foundation board on each before a final decision was made. The three organizations we're announcing today are based right here in the Bay Area. The Yelp Foundation grants of $100,000 each will support the initiatives and the amazing impact they have on the local San Francisco community. The first foundation grant recipient is Kiva. Andrew Martinez-Fonts was the champion for Kiva. Kiva is a nonprofit organization that connects people through lending to alleviate poverty. Leveraging the internet and a worldwide network of microfinance institutions, Kiva lets individuals lend as little as $25 to help create opportunity around the world. Thank you, Matt. The second foundation grant recipient is 826 Valencia. Tam Crane was the champion for 826 Valencia. Valencia is a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting students aged 6 through 18 with their creative and expository writing skills through a range of programs, all free of charge, for students, classrooms, and schools in the Bay Area. Congratulations. The third grant recipient is Women's Initiative for Self-Employment. Luther Lowe was champion for the Women's Initiative. Women's Initiative is an organization that assists low-income, high-potential women whose dream is business ownership. Through an intensive 20-week program available in both English and Spanish, women are enabled to start or expand their business. Congratulations. Thank you all for your continued efforts to supporting our community, literacy, and small business growth. Now I'll turn it over to Yelp founder and CEO, Jeremy Stoppelman.
All right. Thank you, Erica, and thanks for the great work that you've been doing and the foundation has been doing. Leader Pelosi, Mayor Lee, thank you for your attendance. We're honored to have you here. And hello, everyone. Welcome to Yelp. I'm excited to have you all here in our brand new headquarters at 140 New Montgomery. As you may know, Yelp has lived within the radius of the same few city blocks since I co-founded the company in 2004. We may have moved only a short distance away, but it was a pretty big undertaking, and the decision to keep our headquarters in San Francisco was a conscious one. San Francisco was a key player in Yelp's origin story. We built an amazing community of reviewers here that made us realize that Yelp might just work in cities around the world. With Yelp now in 23 countries, we're a bit bigger these days, and we need just a little more desk space. Yelp has 1,700 employees worldwide and 800 right here in SF. As we grow, we're committed to supporting the local economy through job creation and continued investment, maintaining a strong connection to our San Francisco home. When looking for a new headquarters, location was key. Location, 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 right? We needed to find somewhere that could not only fit all of our employees with room for expansion, but could provide easy access to lots of local businesses, restaurants, and remain convenient for commuters, including bikers and mass transit riders. It's really important, especially to our employees. A lot of them do ride their bikes. They can park them right downstairs. This building fit the bill perfectly. Yelpers are passionate about local places in their respective cities, and they celebrate the distinctive and unique. We fully share that sentiment and felt that by preserving and transforming this historic San Francisco landmark into a modern workplace, we'd be honoring that idea. Taking up residence at 140 New Montgomery is certainly one of Yelp's most important milestones. We will celebrate our 10th birthday next year in this new headquarters, and we look forward to many more. Now it's my privilege to introduce Yelp's representative in Congress, the Democratic leader of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi.
And what an honor it is to be your representative in Congress. Thank you, Jeremy, for your tremendous leadership, your entrepreneurial spirit, your sense of community, and for staying in San Francisco at this historic place. I'm honored to join you and your colleagues, especially our mayor, who has a relationship with this part of the city, the whole city, of course, but this was his baby to develop, and he's done a remarkable job. I was with him earlier today at UN Plaza when we cut a ribbon there, indicative, again, of the benefit that we all receive in the public-private partnerships that he has nurtured in such an important way. And I tip my hat to President Obama, too, for his leadership with the funding for what we did at the UN Plaza to help make business grow in this part of town. Great to see you again, Jeremy. Jeremy brought some of the enthusiasm of Yelp to Washington recently, and that was a special occasion for all of us. Erica, congratulations on the work of the foundation and your leadership role here. Lisa, Bita, and Matt, congratulations on your awards. How wonderful, and I'll say more in a moment. But it is a privilege for me to be here as your representative in Congress at the new headquarters. New headquarters to you, but a building of great tradition in our city. This whole idea of your entrepreneurial spirit is built on faith in the future, faith in entrepreneurial spirit, faith in innovation, faith in technology, and really faith in community, because community is what Yelp is all about. This company's success, Yelp's success, is living proof. The success of American business doesn't just reflect a commitment to innovation, but also a commitment to community. For Yelp and for Jeremy, community is a credo. From the very beginning, this extraordinary company believed that a community, the environment we know and the experiences we share, can be a model of good business. And certainly there's no better place to test a model of community than San Francisco, right, as you said. Consider where we are today. 140 New Montgomery Street stands as a testament to innovation. This first significant skyscraper to grace the skyline of San Francisco. The stored building was the first home to the Pacific, what was called then the Pacific Telephone Company. Talking about it now, they might as well have been using carving stone in terms of the means of communication, but that was the innovation of the day. It was here in 1929 that Sir Winston Churchill would make one of the world's first transatlantic telephone calls. From this building, he called his wife on their 21st wedding anniversary. After making the call, he said, why say the age of miracles is past? It is just the beginning. Little did he know. Little did he know. So today we mark a new beginning in this what was called then Monument to Talk for a company, Yelp, that knows how to listen and to talk. Today we also have the opportunity to celebrate the latest venture of a now global company. Community, 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 and now how many countries, Jeremy? How about that? In that short period of time, that's remarkable. While millions of people understand how Yelp can improve the lives of business owners and consumers, fewer know how dedicated this company is, but they will, to helping nonprofits do the same. The Yelp Foundation is committed to helping local leaders deserving grant awardee, to find deserving grant awardees and having champions within the company to open the doors of opportunity in our community and around the world. So I congratulate Kiva for empowering anyone with a few dollars, really, a small amount of money to fund businesses and help entrepreneurs across the globe who are striving to build a better life for themselves and for their families. God bless you for that. Taking micro-lending and technology. Wow. 826 Valencia, hi dear, for helping teach and inspire Bay Area students to learn and love writing, a fundamental skill that will open the door to future success. And that's what communication is all about. What a gift you are giving them. And Women's Initiative, I'm familiar with their work for helping unleash the power of Bay Area women to expand their businesses. So it's all connected, the communication, the empowerment, the small businesses to what you do. We're going to ring in the new. This bell is fraught with meaning. I take it something is going to happen next with this bell, right? Bell, pack bell, Yelp. As Jeremy said, they had their yellow pages and we have Yelp. Well, as we ring this bell today, we affirm our dedication to empowering those social and economic engines that drive the American dream. That's what this is about. So thank you, Yelp, for your leadership in building a future that thrives on the power of communities. Again, thank you for your leadership, for your entrepreneurial spirit, for your commitment to innovation, for your commitment to communities. Congratulations to Yelp. Do it in Congress. Don't use this as a model, but really, this is such a passion for the mayor. And I know what this means to me today, this building, Yelp coming here, for him who every day strives to make San Francisco the engine of economic growth, of community respect, of giving opportunity to so many people. I know this is a very special occasion to me. He's raved all day about how excited he was to come here to dedicate Yelp in this 140 New Montgomery Street. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Wow. Well, that's kind of neat to have the floor yielded by the leader of the Congress. I am, of course, very glad to be here at Yelp. This is my second visit to this site, my third visit to Yelp. I know, Erica, I think we have something in common, both being Bolt graduates at Berkeley, and it's really good to see people innovate after law. You know, usually we get into a lot of legal jiggle stuff and can't get out of it, but it's good to see there's life, and maybe there's life for me. But I am happy to be here and join Leader Pelosi and congratulating Yelp on your new permanent home. Yelp is special to us because you have started here, you're staying here, and you're growing here. And I love being here because every time I come, the numbers change. And now it's 800. And I know after our visit weeks ago that when we were looking at the build out that there's room for 1,000. So we'll get there. But I also want to join Leader Pelosi. This is a happy day for wonderful reasons. You know, I love to see companies succeed. I love to see the employment that it has. I love to see the technology approach to solving, collaborating, and sharing ideas, and this is what Yelp has done. But then you do something pretty special. And this is really what happens in San Francisco, because companies who are here and start here, they follow in a tradition like the Charles Schwabs and the Fishers and the, and the Hellmans, where they become successful. They discover the additional resources they have. And in addition to growing, they want others to grow with them. And that's why it's so important to recognize the 3 outstanding nonprofits that you've chosen. but also to say that with every company like Yelp, it's Yelp, and now it's Yelp and Yelp Foundation. I love that, because I got that experience a few weeks ago. It's Salesforce and Salesforce Foundation. It's SF City and SF City Foundation. The technology companies are taking up that social responsibility like no others, and I love seeing it because that has been the values of San Francisco's we've always shared in our success. And as we present more companies, whether they're along Market Street or New Montgomery, we have 1,893 tech companies in San Francisco. Just think about how many foundations that represents. So I love this aspect of it and sharing the values of it. And we all know, and I think the understanding is becoming more and more clear. Innovation in our city is not just about the technology that we use. It's really more of a way of thinking. It suggests that community, collaboration, building of that community, sharing of ideas are all part of innovation. It's really a spirit. And so I've been very happy to collaborate with Yelp and bring them on the road. Luther has been with us a couple of times at the U.S. Conference of Mayors, and we have a relationship that is not just in this city. I am so happy to bring Yelp with me as an example of how we innovate in a city like San Francisco and present those ideas to the other mayors across the country at the U.S. Conference of Mayors through the Task Force on Innovation and Technology. And this is where, Leader, we get to not just brag, we actually get to announce that we're solving things, that we're not just in the drudgery of having to deal with pension reform and runaway accounts, but that we can solve them in partnership with the private sector. And so we took this one example, data that nobody looks at, health rating data of our restaurants. And we discovered, gosh, nobody's got any eyes on that if we keep it in the data banks of San Francisco government. So we matched that up with the real eyes that are at Yelp and made that connection. So that now when you go to the Yelp site, you can see the restaurant data that we generate in government. Well, that relationship we announced with the rest of the cities. And by gosh, we picked up other cities and said, how do you do that? Well, you just become open and you create those relationships and you collaborate. And now we have more people using that process, but it's for good reason. So that's just one of dozens of examples that have started, whether it's in transportation, finding parking spaces, getting ride sharing and all the other things that we need to function even more efficiently. So this partnership goes well beyond it. Now you have really made this even more exciting by having the foundation there for much more. And I'm really interested to see also the other donation you're making to this consumer free speech. That's also got to be very interesting as well. So thank you, Yelp, for being here, and it's my privilege. And I want to call up Jeremy here and Leader Pelosi. It is about time that on the occasion of establishing your wonderful headquarters here and see this growth and watch you demonstrate the values that we cherish so much, this is today Yelp Day in San Francisco. Come on up.
Does that mean he can park wherever he wants?
That means green lights for all the bikes.
I get a little police entourage maybe when I drive.
What you learn early in the day, sometimes it happens at dinner time, you know, at a big dinner at night. Yeah. And you're like, now you tell me it's 9 o'clock.
This is very exciting. Thank you so much. And thanks for all your leadership in San Francisco.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful to work with you.
Well, this bell, I believe, came from one of our investors originally.
First venture investor, Jeremy Levine.
And it was our original bell when we started selling Yelp here in San Francisco, actually across the street at 650 Mission. And so this bell has been rung many times, and I believe we're going to allow you two to bring it today. So
it always marks a successful